And here we are, the G7 leaders, plus the European Union Council yesterday, plus the Foreign Affairs and Defense Ministers Jumbo meeting, Defense and Foreign Affairs, both together in Luxembourg on Monday. And the purpose of all these meetings is the same: to take stock of the dire situation in which we are. They are, the Ukrainians and the people in Gaza and the Israel facing the Iranians' attack. The dire situation of a world where more and more the use of force to solve problems is the rule. More and more inequalities are growing and the threat and challenges are increasing. So we Europeans in Brussels or in Luxembourg and here, the Western countries, Japan, Canada, US plus Europe, have to take quicker decisions in order to support Ukraine more, because we cannot afford the Putin's victory in Ukraine. The Ukrainians are fighting, but in order to continue defending themselves, they need arms, and we have to supply them. Otherwise, we cannot expect that they could resist. Minister Kuleba is here. The Ukrainian Minister of Foreign Affairs is here. He will explain us which is the situation. In particular, on the attacks against the civilians and the electricity system. It's clear that Putin wants a complete blackout in Ukraine. They want them to be in the darkness, in the cold, with the factories stopped, and this cannot happen. And the only way of preventing this from happening is to provide Ukraine with more efficient and strong air defense capacity. And in situation in the Middle East, we don't have to lose focus on what's happening in Gaza. In Gaza, the humanitarian catastrophe continues. Humanitarian support has very little increase, has increased, but very, 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 very insufficient. We have to ask Israel for a restrained answer to the Iranians' attack. We cannot escalate. We cannot go step by step, answering every time higher to a regional war. I don't want to exaggerate, but we are on the edge of a war, a regional war in the Middle East, which will be sending shock waves to the rest of the world, and in particular to Europe. So, stop it, take care of the Gazan people, ceasefire, humanitarian support, freedom of hostages. We are defending Israel, and Israel has to be defending from any attack. But at the same time, we have to keep in mind that the problem is between Israel and Palestine has to be solved taking into account the right of the Palestinian people too, which has been recognized tens of times by the United Nations resolutions. Tens of times.